Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name's Dan, I'm the MTG engineer, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena gameplay video. If this is your first time joining the channel, welcome and thanks for being here. This channel features decks and gameplay videos from MTG and MTG Arena. In today's deck, we are featuring a mono red aggressive deck featuring the new cards from Zendikar Rising. As always, the timestamps are in the description, so if you want to skip ahead to the gameplay portions of this video, you can do so right down in the description. If you want to hear the deck tech, stay tuned and we will get into it right now. All right, this deck is a version of the mono red aggressive deck that you've seen run around the ladder so many times in the past few months in the meta. However, there's a couple of different changes featuring these new cards from Zendikar Rising. All right, they are like Akum Hellhound, so one cost 0/1 dog. However, he can get +2/+2 when a land ETB is under your control. Now that's nice. However, a lot of times in these mono red shells, you're not going to get a land drop every turn. So what do we need to trigger that is a land. So one way that you can kind of guarantee that you're going to get the land is this Wayward Guidebeast. Another 1-mana 2/2 with trample and haste. However, when you deal combat damage to a player, you have to return a land under your control to its owner's hand. So we're kind of going backwards. Normally that would not be good. However, it kind of works in a shell like this. Really, you want to pair this up with Hellhound. That's really where these cards kind of really complement each other. So the Hellhound needs that land every turn. Well, a way to kind of guarantee you're going to do that is by not just attacking, but dealing that combat damage with the Wayward Guidebeast. Okay, so those two cards pair very well with each other. All right, so one of the other new cards is the Spikefield Hazard, Spikefield Cave. Kind of doubles as one of those modal dual face cards where one side is an instant that can deal that one, ping them for 1, and then that Spikefield Cave, a red source that'll enter the battlefield tapped. Okay, what else do we have here? We've got that Shatterskull Smashing, the red mythic. Deals X damage divided as you choose among 2 target creatures and their planeswalkers if X is 6 or more, which is probably not going to be. Period. It's not going to do that. You're in this kind of deck, you're not going to get that high. Okay, but if it is 6 or more, then you get to double X. Okay, and then the last card here is this Relic Robber. It's a 3-mana, 2 and a red for Goblin Rogue, has haste. Whenever Relic Robber deals combat damage to a player, that player creates a 0/1 colorless Goblin construct artifact creature with this creature can't block. And at the beginning of your upkeep, this creature deals 1 damage to you. So it's another one of those pingers where we can potentially get, that last bit of reach if we need it. So, everything else you've seen. Fervent Champion, Shock, Rimrock Knight, Robber of the Rich, Bone Crusher Giant, Anax, and then we've got 2 Torbrands and 2 Embercleaves. I typically don't like running full play sets of legendary cards, legendary creatures, because if I already have... However, in this deck, you're like, well, dude, you've got 4 Anax. Yes, but, however, Anax, if you have an Anax on the battlefield, then you play your second one, the one that you had is going to, you're going to have to sacrifice one of them, and then that's going to net you 2 Satyrs. So that's the exception to the rule here. However, Torbrand and Embercleave, I don't like having, honestly, I don't really like having more than 2 in a deck like this. So, and then we've got 4 Castle Umbrets and then 10 Mountains. So like, dude, that's only 14 lands. Well, no, we actually have 20. We have 20 lands thanks to these modal dual-faced cards. So you have Shatterskull Smashing and Spikefield Hazard. So that's 6 potential lands. All right. So that gives us a total of 20 lands for this deck, which is a higher land count for a mono red deck typically. Typically I see mono red decks at like 17, 18 lands. So for 20 lands, that's on the high side. So there's the deck. And with that, let's get into some games. All right, this is a good hand. This is a good hand to keep. I really like the art on this. It's so cool. The alternate version, it's pretty sweet. All right, Fabled Passage. What is he gonna get? All right, Island. 1. Robber the Rich. Anti-cognition, huh? Okay, so probably another Dimir deck. Okay. So we will Spike Field. We're gonna hold up 2. Land. Thieves Guild. Counter. Counter in mono red. You got it. What did we mill? Oh, that kind of sucked. That was a land. You got it. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the Zulaport duelist in these rogue decks. 1. You can have, let's see. Yeah, I'm actually going to give you the champion. Okay. Rimrock Knight. Okay. So we will attack here. Zerathson. There we go. Yep. So that's fine. You got it. So having Rimrock Knight with Hellhound is not bad. That way, you know, if you don't get a land drop, at least you can give him +2. So, I mean, it's not the greatest, but, you know, works, I guess. Ooh, Agademes, okay. You got it? You got it. Okay. Soaring Thought Thief, that was the name. Could not think of the name earlier. You got it. That was a land. Okay, so this is not bad. Yeah, we will do that here. There we go. Turn the one I tapped. And there, play it. And now put down Anax. There we go. That was a good sequence. So that was good. That was nice there to end that one out. That was good. I could have held on to it. I could have held on to that land and then dropped it next turn for the Hellhound, then played Anax, but then I would have been missing out on that 5. Well, he's 5 now, so yeah, that was a good way to end it. Yeah, this is a good hand to keep. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to the Guide Beast. Land. Okay. Golgari, Skull Prophet. X is 1. Another land. I should have just used Bone Crusher there. Okay. Boneyard Lurker. So Embercleave would cost me 3 here. Unfortunately. All right. So we can Guide Beast. Now it cost 4. So, all right, let's do this. That's nice. Yeah, we'll return a mountain. That way we're not behind. Another one. Okay. All right. Well. So it's going to cost same thing. Flash. No, because then, see, if I do it on the Guide Beast, I'm going to have to return 2 lands to my hand. I don't really want to do that. Got it. Death Bloom. You got it. See, that's nice. Yeah, that free equip cost on the Fervent Champion. That's nice. gets a token. We'll return the mountain. Got it. Another Death Bloom. You got it. So we'll do here, there, and then that should be game. Yep. We got him. Yep. All right, good game. All right. All right, we're going to go one more here. All right. Yeah, I like this. I like this hand. This is fine. Keep. And a robber of the rich off the top is nice. So he's got to be holding an instant in his hand. My guess is okay. Thieves Guild, you got it. Well, that kind of sucks. Yeah, you're gonna die. Okay, so that's actually... Boy. So what we're gonna do is... do that. Then we'll do that. How many times I keep seeing this Dimir Rogues deck literally everywhere. It's a big chunk of the meta. All right. What is the play here? I think we're going to do this. He's going to flash something in. He could flash in a Thieves Guild Enforcer. Or another Soaring Thought. Or, okay, John the Lock. That's fine. There we go. That 3 toughness is an issue. Mill. Yep, you got it. Zerathsan, you got it. It's any permanent. Any permanent. Okay, Robber the Rich. So, in order to really kill him, I need... Yep. I need a land off the top. Boy. Yeah, I think I'm dead. I don't think I survived this. You got it. Yep. Okay, well, those weren't lands, so... Got it. Yep. That's not a land. But he has 2 power. So can block. And we're just gonna have to pass. Yep. Yep. Mill. There was a land. But at this point, does he have Drown on the Lock? Yes, he does. Or... Yep, that's it. That's game. All right, well, not all great. As far as mono red decks go, it's not the greatest, but it's a start. I mean, it's definitely a lot of tuning needs to be done. Needs to be done with this. But I think it's a good start. So, yeah. That being said, I'll see you in the wrap up. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Yeah. Today's deck did not really work out the greatest, and you all saw it. This is not your typical mono red deck wins. Mono red deck. It's not. Definitely not tuned. It is in a place where it is not tuned at all. But I think it's a good start. Honestly, the interaction that I kind of like the most and kind of want to try and figure out a better way to kind of build this around is the new cards from Zendikar, specifically Wayward Guidebeast and Akum Hellhound. This may not be, mono red may not be the best shell to really utilize these cards. But I mean, I think it's really where you have to do it to utilize best Wayward Guidebeast, to be quite honest with you. So that's kind of where I started when I started brewing with this. The end point, this deck is really not the greatest version of it by far. And that's one thing that I'm really trying to improve on myself is my deck building. So I think this, in order to really fully utilize this card to its best potential, I think you got to think outside the box a little bit. So I mean, you kind of saw in some of those games. I mean, again, being a mono red deck, you're not always gonna have a land drop. So when you play your land drop, if you have a land drop to utilize, think about that when you're playing around with Wayward Guidebeast. You have to know, okay, should I attack now? I have an opening. Let me attack here, and then you can kind of you can quasi make sure you always have a land drop available when you're utilizing Wayward Guidebeast. So it's definitely not you want to play it on turn 1. Don't do that. I would say do not play this on turn 1. So again, it's an interesting concept. I really think it's an interesting concept. So let me know what you thought. Was this a good idea? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So yeah, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more creations or brews or other decks like this. Subscribe to the channel. We feature a lot of different decks on MTG Arena. So with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.